I was like, we don't hear that a lot from like radio and Christian music. But when I sat down and listened to your album, Toby, there was something, it was just like your heart was just open as you were grieving, as you were lamenting, as you were putting all of that out there in praise and glory to God. And it's such an experience that I want everybody to be able to sit down and listen to the whole album. But yeah.
Thank you. And thank you for listening to the whole record. As an artist, that means so much. I mean, because we make it as a body of work.
Yeah.
But so many times we just listen to singles. And I understand that.
Yeah.
I'm guilty
of
doing it myself. But it's nice when someone will listen to the whole body of work and try to get, what is this season? And what were they trying to say with it? But yeah, that means a lot that you listen to it. And I do think when you go through hard things, and you're willing to be transparent, whether it's an artist or a friend talking to you, we all benefit from that.
Yeah.
It would be an injustice, even to my son, to not be transparent.
Yeah.
And plus, you don't know my wife.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't stand for it. She would kick me with her heel so hard in the thigh. She'd be like,
it's a very specific move she's got.
Yeah, she'd be like, because she wouldn't stand for me being surfacey or not going all the way there.
Yeah.
Because it's not who we want to be. It's not who we are. So.
Well, also compliments to your daughter, Marley. I got to send that song, Everything About You. My cousin passed away last year. He's about 23. And
wow.
I got to send that to his brother. And it just encouraged his heart. And she's so raw on that too. So Yeah,
Marley definitely isn't scared to share her emotions with people.
I love it.
And the beautiful thing about that song was, I'll tell you the quick story.
Yeah.
When Truett passed, our community kind of came around us quickly. Like when I got home from Canada, I was in Canada, and I had to endure this flight and we were way in Canada too, like where were we? I don't even remember, like West Canada. So like I had to take this flight from there home, knowing that my son was gone. I mean, it was just like, and knowing that my family was sitting there.
Yeah.
And I walked in the door, our house was full of people that just love us. I mean, I walked in, I didn't want them to be there, but they wouldn't go away, and one of them was a guy named John Reddick, who you guys are familiar with. And to me, John's been my friend for a long time and my worship leader at church. And he was just sitting at the piano playing. And it felt like between him and another guy named Mike Wessner, that is my kid's piano teacher, they just traded shifts, and it felt like 3 or 4 days, maybe 5, that they just kept 12 hours on, and the other guy, and the worship music was just flowing through the halls of our house.
Wow.
And it was really special. So when I started to, a few weeks later, I was like, how can I help my daughter? Like, how can my kids really deal with this? Like how can I walk them through this loss and this grief and this? So I asked Marley if she wanted to write a song. She plays piano, she sings, and I said, we've never written a song together. Would you want to write a song to talk about your feelings and my feelings together? So she said yes, and John came over and wrote it with us. And I was so amazed at how well she did. Like, I was like, and some of the lines she said, I was like, that's way too, like, every day for a song this grand. Like when she said, and I'm left driving your old car. And I'm like, and then when I just pulled away a little bit, I'm like, that's not too grand at all. That's precisely what she feels.
Yeah.
Like, and I started to embrace some of the lyrics that she was saying. At first I was like, no, this has to be a little more like formal, I guess, because it's such a tender subject, such a tender topic, and our feelings, we have to be respectful But then when I started getting her grittier lines or everyday lines, I'm like, that's what she feels. She
Yeah.
feels it in the everyday.
Yeah.
And so it was our first time writing a song together, and I was so proud of her, the way she sang it and the way she did it.
That's beautiful. It's
Thanks.
beautiful. And the whole album, I'm looking forward to